There are four resources I've been asked about quite frequently in terms of where they are located in Grounded 2. So I decided to make a short video that shows off the location of all four of these resources. They're going to be blueberries, flower petals, milkweeds, and lingonberries. I'll leave timestamps down below if you are only interested in one or maybe two of them, so you can check out those sections. First up is going to be blueberries. And the best place to get blueberries, there is two places to actually get blueberries. The best place to get blueberries is going to be down here in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. So just to let you know, I loaded up a creative save for this video. I've already done everything in the game on survival, and I decided the easiest and fastest way to make this video was going to be creative. So the bugs are not going to attack me, but down here is going to be the blueberries. And you'll notice down here, there's going to be a couple of orc bees. So what I would recommend is if you don't want to fight them, because you can actually avoid them, there's one there. I think the other one's supposed to be to the right. Sometimes it spawns like actually in the ground where you can't even see it. But what I ended up doing was if you come in here from the front, the first time I came over here from the front, you're going to get attacked. Like they're literally going to see you and come at you. So what I did on my second save that I created was I came back here from the back and I approached all the way back here along the back fence area, the back like out of bounds area here. So it came all the way down here, snuck up back here. And what I did was I just picked off a couple of the berries on the edge and they fell down and I was able to harvest them without drawing aggro from these bees. Now, I will say that this one of the bees that the one bee I saw was like way up there. So I'm not sure if you're this close, it's going to happen, but I was at least able to, in survival, to come back here along the back fence, shoot these down with a bow. So basically just shoot it down and then it'll roll down the hill towards you. I was able to harvest a couple of them and then get away. And then later on, I came back and harvested the rest of them so that I could make everything I wanted to make. So that's what I would recommend doing. If you think you can take the orc bees up front, then just take out the orc bees. They are a little bit tough, especially if you're only in tier 1 gear, but this is the best place to get berries. Once again, it's down here in the right bottom corner of the map. There's tons of berry bushes down here. If you clear this one time, you'll probably have enough berries to do pretty much everything you want to do in the game. So I'm going to quickly head to the second location you can actually get berries, and it also happens to be the location where the flower petals are. So let's jump ahead to there. The second location that you can find blueberries is going to be up here on the picnic table. You will actually be told to go up here for a quest. So you will actually be told to go down here for a quest and also to go up here for a quest. It seems like more people go to the picnic table first than going down here. That's probably because the little chips that pop up, I think there's like A here, B's up here, and then C's down here. So I think most people go north first. So if you come underneath the picnic table here, and on your way up here, there's going to be some like orc weevils and stuff like that. There's going to be orc bugs up here because there's a quest marker up there. But if you come underneath here, you're going to have a single orb weaver, and then you're going to have some spiderlings, but there's going to be a decent number of blueberries under here. And that's going to give you, like, this will give you enough blueberries to do the stuff you want to do, like, early game. But like I said, if you want to get a ton of blueberries, you're going to want to go to that southeast corner. Next up is going to be flower petals, and conveniently enough, the best place to find them is actually on the picnic table. So if you wanted to kill two birds with one stone, you could just come up to the picnic table. So picnic table is up here in this area, obviously labeled picnic table. Up on the table itself, there's going to be flower petals laying around, so you can just pick these up. And there's also going to be a bunch of flower petals down here laying on the the picnic table cloth here. So you can actually pick these up. You can punch these. They don't work. You can just punch them with your fist and pick them up. And there's also, I think, one that's down on the ground over there somewhere that you can also collect. So if you want flower petals, the best place to get them is going to be in and around, on and around the picnic table. Third resource is going to be milkweeds. So milkweeds also, interestingly enough, are going to be found around the picnic table. They're mostly found like right in this area. I think there might be a couple somewhere else, but this is where you're going to want to go if you want to get the most of them. So over here, you're going to see that they're actually laying on the ground, but they're also up in the air as well. So this is what the milkweed look like right here. You're going to have to attack this, and then you're going to have to chop it with the, since I'm in creative, actually, is it just breaking them? Since I'm in creative, I can't actually break them because I don't have the chopping tool. You're going to need the tier 2 upgrade for the axe to be able to break these. Once you break those open, it's going to drop the tufts and the milkweed, like fiber stuff that it also produces. There's also some over here, and these can be shot down. So if you shoot this with a bow, it will fall down. And there's a couple of the plants here along the way. So if you're looking for milkweed, because you're probably going to need that to go into the cold biomes, to make the armor for the cold biomes, you can just come over here and harvest these, and you should get more than enough to be able to make that armor. The fourth and final resource is going to be lingonberries. These are going to be the like higher tier berries. So I am over here on the left side of the map, and you can find lingonberries in the hedge area that's over here. That is north of the hot dog cart. So it's left side of the map, full west side of the map, like all up and down here. You're going to find lingonberries. Once again, you can shoot them down. However, in order to harvest these, you're actually going to need a tier 2 upgrade for the Omni Tool Axe. So you're going to want to make sure you have that before you come over here and try to grab these. There's a ton of them in here. You can go all through down here. You can grab them on the ground down here. This is probably the safest place. I literally just did this in the new survival save that I started. I came up to the area right here, which is near the trash bags. I think there's like a couple of small orb weavers, and you might have larvae walking through here, but this is relatively safe. I came in and harvested all these lingonberries because you only need a couple to be able to get the upgrade you're going to need early on in the game. Then you can come back and get more later on. There are a ton of lingonberries here because you can actually go up inside this hedge all the way up and down. There's going to be branches that go up and down it. There are more dangerous parts of it, like further up to the north part of the map. But if you're just looking for a couple to unlock some things early on, this is where you're going to want to grab them. So that's where you can find blueberries, flower petals, milkweeds, and lingonberries. If you found the video helpful, if you appreciate me trying to be as concise as possible, make sure to hit the like button and consider subscribing for more content just like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.